Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad, a lecturer in Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of 10th class maths. We have started our chapter statistics. We have solved few problems of mean of direct method in our previous session. Today we are going to discuss two more methods of mean, that is, one method is assumed mean method. What do you mean by the term assumed? Whatever the table which he gave, we have to assume a particular mean and we have to substitute in this formula. This is also called as a normal deviation method, where A is assumed mean, A is assumed mean. What is DI? DI is deviation from mean. That is nothing but DI is written as xi minus A. Is it okay? What is Fi? Frequency of that class. Is it right? Did you understand? That is what this formula means. What is it? Assumed mean method is A plus sigma Fi F di by summation Fi. Mostly people call it as sigma, but its actual name is summation. Okay? And not only that, what is A? A is assumed mean. We have to assume from the given table, and Di is deviation from this assumed mean. Okay? That is, deviation is changing the difference, that is xi minus A. Fi is frequency of that particular class. Here this is step deviation method. It is also called a shortcut method. Here what is A? Again we have to assume, assumed mean. What is Ui? Ui is di by h, which is nothing but xi minus A by h. What is h? What is h? That is, yes, length of a class, length of class. What is Fi? Frequency. Is it okay? This is the formula, that is A plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into h. You can even remember in different ways. Here we are subtracting A from here, that is why I have added A. Okay? Here also I have subtracted A, that is why I have added A. I have divided with h, I have multiplied with h here. Okay? In however you remember, these are the two methods of mean, and the first method is direct method, that is sigma Fi xi by sigma Fi. Okay? Shall we move on to the problems of assumed mean method? Let us do now. Now see here, the question given here it is, he is telling that the daily wages in rupees, that is 200 to 250, 250 300, 350, 400, 450, right, and the frequency is given as 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. From that what we have to do, what is the formula for assumed mean method? Tell me. Let us do this problem by assumed mean method, that is x is equal to A plus summation Fi di by summation Fi. What is di? Di is nothing but xi minus A, right. See here, there is the class interval, there is the frequency, right. Then what is the assumed mean? How do we assume? Which number we have to take it as an assumed mean? Before doing that, let us find the class mark first. 200 and 250. What is the class mark? That is the mid value. 200 plus 250 is, how much is it? 450 divided by 2 is 225. Here 250, 300, the mid value is 275. Here it is 325, 375. Here it is, how much is it? 425. Is it right? Then what is the assumed mean here? Which value we have to consider it as assumed mean? That is, we have to consider the middle value as assumed mean, right. What is the mid value here? Let us assume this as A. Let A is equal to 325. Is it okay? Now let us subtract it. Xi minus A. 225 minus 325 is how much? Minus 100. 275 minus 325 is minus 50. Here it is 0. 375 minus 25 is 50. 425 minus this is 100. Is it right? Now let us do Fi di. Okay? 12 into 100 is 1200. 14 into 50, 700. Isn't it? Next, 8 into 0 is 0. 6 5 is 30, that is 300. 10 into 100 is 1000. Now, what is that we have to do? We have to do sigma Fi and sigma Fi di. Shall we do? How to do? Here it is minus 1900. Okay. This is minus 1900 plus 1300. 13 minus 19 is minus 600. Here how much is it? 14, 20, 40, 50. Sigma Fi is nothing but 50. Did you understand? What did we do here? Just we have found out the d, we have multiplied with f, we have wrote the values of Fi di. Is it okay? Do not just confuse in whatever you want to do, just make sure that again the addition is same or not. 1000 minus 700 is 300, is not it? 300 plus 300 is 600, 600 minus 1200 is minus 600. Let us substitute that. A is this, what is Fi di? Summation Fi di is minus 600, summation Fi is 50. Let us substitute in the mean. Mean is 325 plus summation Fi di is minus 600 by Fi is 50. Is it right? Now see here, 325 minus 600 divided by 50, plus into minus, 0 0 cancel, 5 ones are 5, 12s are. Therefore, 325 minus 12 is nothing but how much is it? 313. This is my mean. Okay. Is it clear? Mean does not mean that this only method, this is an assumed mean method, right. This can also be done by the normal direct method, you will get the same answer, actually you have to get. Okay. Shall we look into this problem one more? What is the question given? Class interval, frequency are given. We have to find the mid values, then di, then Fi di. How do we find di? Di is nothing but xi minus a. What is this a? A is an assumed mean value, which is most probably the mid value. Is it okay? It will be preferable if it is an odd number. If it is an even number of classes, then you can take most probably the top one or the below one, it is okay among those two. Is it okay? Then after substituting it, after multiplying, we have to substitute it in the formula a plus sigma Fi di by sigma Fi, right. Then we will get the value of mean. Okay. Shall we move on to the next problem? Let us do. The next question given here it is, he is asking us to find mean for this class interval 10 to 14, 15, 19 and so on, right. Now let us fill this table and let us write 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34. Frequency is 15, 110, 135, 115 and 25, right. What is that first thing we have to do? We have to find the mid value. What is the mid value of 10 to 14? Just count and see, after 10, 11, 12, 13, after that 14. In between 11, 12, 13, which is in between 12? 12 is the mid value. That is a logical thinking which we do, but actually is 12 plus 10 plus 14 is 24, 24 by is 2 is 12. Here 15 to 19, which is the number after 15, 16, 17, 18, 17. Here 22, 27, 32, right. Then the next step what we have to assume, let assumed mean will be the mid value, the mid middle class, which is 22. Okay. Then if I assume it to be a, then I have to find the value of xi minus a. Okay. 12 minus 22 is minus 10, 17 minus 22 is minus 5, 0, here it is 5, here it is 10. Is it okay? Now I have to find Fi di. Fi di minus 150, Fi di 110 into 5, that is nothing but 11 5s are 55. The next 135 into 0 is 0, 115 into 5, how much is it? 575. The next 25 into 10 is 250. Okay. What is that we have to do now? We have to multiply these both and write it there. Yes. Let us do that. This is sigma Fi di. Now tell me 575 minus 550, is it 25? Yes, 25. The next 250 minus 150 is 100. 100 plus 25 is 125. That is it. Once again 575 minus 550 is 25. The next 250 minus 150 is 100. 100 plus 25 is 125. When it comes to here, here also we have to find this kind of tricky things, or else let us add everything. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 fours are 20, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 400. Let us substitute everything in there and simplify. X is equal to, what is A? 22 plus sigma Fi di is 125 divided by sigma Fi is 400. Do we get 400 and 125, or else we know the table of 25, right? 25, 5 is 25, 400 is 25 4 is 100, 25 into 16. In the next 22 plus 5 by 16. The next step is we have to do LCM, or else divide this 5 by 16, how much we will get? 5 by 16 is 0.0, 16 3s are 48, 2 is left, 5 put it 0 also, 16 1s are 16, somewhere it will be 0.31, which is 22.31 is my mean of this particular question. Okay. Shall we look at the problem once again? Now see here, they gave the question of class and frequency, in which from this class we have written the mid values, then we have assumed a particular mean and we have found out the deviation. Then I have multiplied Fi di, then I have added everything and divided by sigma Fi, then added to A, that will be at 22.31. Is it okay? Fine. Let us solve the next problem. See here, he is asking us to find the mean. There is a next problem, most probably this is the 7th problem in your textbook. Let us solve this by using a third method, okay, that is shortcut method, step deviation method, or else that is A plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into h. Okay. Let us write di is we found out in the last time, what is ui? Di by h, and finally we have to find Fi ui, isn't it? Yes or no? Now let us find out. See here, 100 to 150, what is the mid value for 100 to 150? Hope you all know from this time. There is a mid value from 100 to 150, the middle value is 125, or else you can add both of them and divide it by 2. 100 plus 150 is 250, 250 by 2 is 125. Here 175, here 225, here 275, here 325, right. The next is we have to assume the mean, again the middle value we will assume as if we have did in the last sums. Assume A is equal to 225, okay. The next di, 125 minus 225, which is minus 100, 175 minus 225 minus 50 0, 275 minus 225 is 50, 325 minus 225 is 100. The next is ui is equal, next we have to find ui, which is di by h. What is h here? H is upper limit minus lower limit, which is 150 minus 100, that is nothing but 50. Is it okay? This is 50. Let us substitute it. ui is di by h, minus 100 by minus 50 is minus 2, 50 by 50 is 1, 0, 1 and 2. Most probably this will be standard in most of the sums. The next Fi ui, 4 2s are 8, 5 1s are 5, 12 into 0 is 0, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. The next step we have to add everything, that is sigma Fi ui is equal to, see here 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 5 is 1, 1 minus 7 is 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Is it okay? 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 5 is 1, 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Then next here summation fi, what is it? 2 plus 2 4, right? 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 12 is 20, 20 plus 5 is 25. Is it okay? Let us substitute everything in this formula. X is equal to A, what is A? 225 plus what is summation fi ui? Minus 7 divided by summation fi is 25 into h is 50. 25 ones are 25 twos are 225 minus 7 into 2, which is 225 minus 14, which is how much is it? 5 minus 4 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2. This is the answer. Did you understand? Is it clear? Once again let me tell you, there is a question given. For that I have to use step deviation method. Is it okay? The before one is assumed mean method, and the next, in order to find or the directly substitute the value in it, I have to find ui. Ui is nothing but di by h. To find that I want di. Di is xi minus a. A is assumed mean which we assumed. After substituting in the formula we got this answer. Okay, is it clear? Shall we move on to the next problem? Let us do. The next problem let us do for step deviation method. Here the class interval and frequency are given 45 to 55 and so on up to 95, and the frequencies are 3, 10, 11, 8 and 3. What is that we have to do? Again the first step, we have to find the mid value of 45 and 55. What is it? 45 plus 55 is, that is 100. 100 by 2 is 50. Here 55 to 65, it is 55 plus 65, that is 120, which is nothing but 60, 70, 80, 90, right. The next step is xi minus a. Now we have to assume a mean. Let us assume this as mean. Let a is equal to 70. Okay. Let us substitute it. 50 minus 70 is minus 20, 60 minus 70 is minus 10, 0, 80 minus 70 is 10, 90 minus 70 is 20, right. The next step is we have to divide it by h. What is h here? H is 55 minus 45, which is 10. Is it okay? Let us divide it. Minus 20 by 10 is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. The next is fi ui. Fi ui. 3 2s are 6, 10 1s are 10, here it is 0, 8 1s are 8, 3 2s are 6. Is it okay? Now let us add everything. Summation fi ui is equal to 6 minus 6 is 0, 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Is it okay? Then what is summation fi? Summation fi will be, let us add everything, 10, okay, 13, 24, 32, 35. Is it okay? Let us substitute directly in the formula. What is x bar here? A plus summation fi ui is minus 2 by summation fi is 35 into h is 10, right. Now let us divide it. 5 2s are 5, 7s are, therefore 70 minus 2 2s are 4 by 7. If you want you can take LCM or else directly subtract 4 by 7, or else let us take LCM. 7 7s are 490 minus 4, which is 486 divided by 7. Let us divide 486 divided by 7. Therefore, the answer is 69.4. This is my mean. Okay. Did you understand? Now, let us check here. These are the class and frequency. I have found out mid values, d values, ui, and I have found out fi ui. I have to add everything divided by fi into h. We will directly get the answer. Is it okay? This is how we will solve mean in different methods. Okay. We have solved the direct method 2 problems, assume mean 2 problems, and step deviation 2 problems. Is it okay? Let us meet in the next session with a new topic, that is finding a median. Okay. Fine. Thank you.